Welcome back to the Bears Sports Network. Aaron Cox joined by head coach Katie Pate for the ladies team here tonight. You guys coming away with an impressive defensive performance, which has been your guys' MO so far this season over Newberry College. Final score of 50-36 and 36 points allowed. That's low even for you guys coming in, averaging just 53 a game. So what went right for you guys tonight?
Well, I think it's a better average point than what we've given up the last couple games. We had a little hiccup here since coming back from Christmas break, and really just need to get back to the basics tonight against a solid Newberry College team. Just really a testament to the effort of our players, and one of my assistants, Brooklyn Cartwright, who had the scout, she just did a great job and had our players prepared with just one practice.
Okay, so you mentioned a little bit of a hiccup coming out of Christmas.
Sure.
You guys were on a 5-game win streak, but you dropped a couple in tough losses, too, coming out of the break. Was there anything with the break that you think attributed to that, or that's just kind of how the games fell?
Well, the Catawba game was particularly disheartening. We led the entire time with the exception of the final 46 seconds. With a 10-point lead with 3.5 to play, I think we kind of fell into that play to not lose type of mentality. So that was a tough one. But, you got to give some props to this gym. It's so hot in here, and our players are so comfortable. I think stepping out on someone's floor kind of, maybe got us a little bit shaken up a little bit. The Livingstone game, equally, very difficult place to play. So this was a very important game for us to get back on track, and managing with the defense was most important.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned this court. You guys undefeated at home, and that even goes back into last year. You've got an impressive win streak going on now at home. Is there anything in particular? Because some home cooking, you guys tend to play your best here.
I was talking to Sean Page, the head women's basketball coach for Newberry, and we were talking. He was admiring our new floor, which was very exciting. But we were talking about if we had air conditioning in here, and he said, "Why would you want air conditioning?" He said, "This is your home court advantage, and everybody knows about it." So as I'm sitting here dripping in sweat, it is very favorable to our team. They've played in some extreme conditions, and I think they were really excited to be back here.
Aaron Cox chatting with the head basketball coach for the women's team, Katie Pate, coming off a win tonight. Let's talk about a couple of players this evening. Most notably, Morgan Cooper had a great game, doing what she does best, and that's getting to the rim, hopefully finishing, but also drawing some contact. And she led all your scores tonight, really aggressive and started hitting some buckets early.
Yep. And she's got such a great spark defensively, and then when she gets those attack plays and we're able to stop the clock and send her to the free throw line, she was a little bit iffy from there. She was exceptional from the free throw line the last couple games, so I know she's going to want to fix that in the gym tomorrow. But she really does provide a spark on offense and defense, and when we're not seeing zone defenses, she's pretty tough to defend in the open court. I
think a notable name, almost because of the absence, is Chelsea Romero. Held in check for most of tonight, only a couple of points. But I think, obviously you want her to play well, but you got to be happy with a win when one of your top scorers doesn't contribute really.
Sure. I think the biggest part for Chelsea today, which actually the first stat she wanted to know was how many points Meg Essex, number 14 for Newberry, had. It's a very difficult defensive matchup for her. Now, albeit the 10 boards for Meg, we held her to 5 points. That's easily 10 points below her average. Chelsea took that defensive matchup very seriously. So to know that she's positive in the night in the locker room, despite having a low field goal percentage, is really exciting that she's taking pride in the defense.
So you guys back in the win column and back over 500 in conference play now at 4-3. If you had to take something away from tonight, what's the one thing you're going to go talk to your girls about and say, this is what we got to pull away?
We need every bit of momentum going into Anderson. Lenoir-Rhyne University traditionally has rivaled with Wingate University in most of our sports. Women's basketball, and I would say this, I know several of the previous coaches at Anderson would agree that the rivalry between Lenoir-Rhyne and Anderson is a legit one. The last couple years they've stolen here on buzzer shots, and I know our team is very anxious to get down to South Carolina.
Well, good luck on that game, and congratulations again on the win tonight.
Great. Thank you so much.
Head coach Katie Pate after the win tonight. Bears holding on for a 50-36 win. Stay with us and get a few minutes. The men's team taking on Newberry right after this here on the Bears Sports Network.